Tonga Loa. You might look at this guy and think he's just a botch-prone sack of ineptitude not fit for the bright lights of WWE. And you... well... okay, yeah, it's clear why you would think that. But what if I told you this guy's actually a new breed of super heel, working marks under our very noses? Let's look at the evidence. New Japan, a promotion that has often prided itself on work rate and the spirit of strong style. And what does Loa do? He takes those two ideas and he wipes his bottom good and proper with them. Look at this.
Tonga Loa, tripping up.
Got caught in the ropes.
Yeah.
Shocking. I'm shocked. Not only is he humiliating the great name of New Japan with this total spastic showing, but he's also spitting on the legacy of the great Rey Mysterio, wrestling's finest father, if I do say so myself. Elite level trolling, pure disrespect. And then, as if that wasn't horrifying enough, let's go a little further back in time. There was his total humiliation of generational Japanese star turned AEW mid-card flop, Kazuchika Okada. Shocking. Just shocking. You see, Loa, as the son of Haku, is an expert in extreme bodily punishment and is a master, it would appear, of pressure point combat. And he's hitting them all on Okada, discombobulating the guy, but doing it theatrically, comically, to make them look weak, to make Okada, the recipient of these strikes, look weak, so that we may all laugh at the painful ordeal the Rainmaker is going through. Pure evil. Sadistic cruelty at its worst. And to make matters worse, Loa expected people to cheer for him. In fact, he demanded it. He knew what he was doing was appalling, a crime against wrestling, and he guilt-shamed the ever-so-polite Japanese fans into awkwardly clapping for him, ashamed of themselves for humouring such a disgrace to their beloved profession. Diabolical. Look at that face. That's the face of evil, right there. Of course, this man's sick and depraved ways go back a long, long way. In fact, he was a shameless, cultural appropriator back in WWE during his first run, taking on the name of Camacho and tricking us all into thinking he might have been Hispanic. Shocking. I'm shocked. And in his early days of New Japan, he stumbled on in as the brother or adopted brother, I can't quite remember, of Tama Tonga and the son of Haku. I actually mentioned that already, damn it. Riding those sweet nepotism waves into a cushy tag team job. All while fan favorite Tomoaki Honma ate pinfalls like it was going out of fashion before having his own feel-good tag title run with Togi Makabe cut short in service of Loa's cruel, bizarre war on wrestling. Only a super heel would so slickly sidestep the need for talent and appeal to get these jobs and then ruin the success of others that fans actually sort of wanted to see. And before you ask me about his TNA run, let me tell you something. I don't watch TNA. It's hard to get real heel heat anymore. From desperate trolls like MJF jumping the shark on a weekly basis, to guys simply too cool to boo like Roman Reigns. Real villainy, real crowd outrage, very hard in this day and age of dead kayfabe and online dirt sheets. You have to think outside the box, and with bucks in mind, trigger warnings ahead. At Money in the Bank, Tonga Loa did the unthinkable. He turned Kevin Owens' back door into a front gate. Look at this. Boom! Right up there. Right on the prostate. Bang! Owens is shocked. Did that just happen? Did I just get Terry Cruzed? And then, bang! Right in the balls. Loa's relentless, violating poor Kevin Owens' most sacred areas with his calloused, perverse hands. Shocking. One of the most shocking things I've ever seen in my long time as a wrestling viewer. It's like baby reindeer in that ring, right there. And look at Owens since. A broken shell of a man who doesn't even believe he's worthy of the title shot his pal, Cody Rhodes, wants to give him. All because of the sickening, unspeakable torment Tonga Loa inflicted upon him with impunity. Just horrifying. I guess the PG era really is over with traumatizing angles like this. And so cruel is Tonga Loa with his pretend village idiot persona that he even humiliates his own team and the referee. Let's go back to Backlash, shall we? Those French fans, let me tell you, that was the worst crowd ever. Good golly, were they painful. Between that and the Olympics, nothing should ever go to France ever again. But those people, or at least the people watching at home who actually watched, rather than trying to get their idiotic chants over for 2.5 hours, might have been expecting a certain excellent wrestler to finally debut for the WWE at the show. One of the most genuinely exciting men in WWE today, Jacob Fatu, although, is he even allowed to leave the US? I'm a little unclear on that one. But no Fatu on the night. Cruelly dashing fans' hopes, Tonga Loa, someone no one asked for, got the earlier debut, turning up, and not even saving his buddies in time. You know what's awfully curious, though? Despite his timing, the referee still acted like he was getting pulled out of the ring before the 3 count. Almost like he's on the Bloodline's payroll. Just like that referee at Royal Rumble 2020 who screwed Kevin Owens. Damn, what is it with the Bloodline? Always messing with poor Kevin Owens. The guy's been through enough already. He looks like the average AEW fan. Loa, he knew all of this, just going back to the referee part, not Kevin Owens. And he decided to not only humiliate himself for his own masochistic pleasure, and his teammates, and the referee, but he also cost Randy Orton and, you guessed it, Kevin Owens, the match. Wow. And then, let's leave Kevin Owens and his violated backdoor to the side for a little bit. And then we get to the WWE Tag Team Championships. The ones on SmackDown. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga took down resident Triple H Toy Boys DIY to lift the straps. And then, seemingly, via the Freebird rule, Tonga Loa can technically call himself a champion as well. What a scumbag. Shocking. No heavy lifting, but he still gets that post-gym meal. Disgraceful. Few things in life annoy folks more than unearned accolades, and Tonga Loa clearly knows this, cashing in to drum up more heat. And then, he holds up that tag belt he never even won, lifting it like it's the undisputed title and he's Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. Smug as all hell, but look at how he holds it. Now, a casual, brain-dead Mark might just look at that and say that Tonga Loa is an idiot who doesn't even know how to hold a title belt. Well, you'd be wrong, Mark. Clearly, what he's doing is highlighting that the backstage belt people, whatever the hell they're called, those ones who change the plates, those people still hadn't changed the plates from when Diddle It Yourself held them. He's cruelly humiliating those belt people, bullying them from afar, making them feel ashamed backstage, all while having the gall to undermine his own team by drawing attention to it in the midst of an important Bloodline promo. This man is a pure psychopath. No one is safe from him, not even himself. A true menace. All of this is clearly by design. When the upcoming Bloodline versus Bloodline angle settles, Tonga Loa could take his place as the rightful top heel of WWE, much like Jar Jar Binks was clearly the ultimate evil in Star Wars if one pays enough attention. Genius. Cutting edge heel work from one of wrestling's subtlest, most creative stars operating today. I mean, this has to be the case, right? There's no way someone could be that unbelievably bad at even the most basic things and still get an easy route into the biggest angle in professional wrestling right now, surely, right? Especially when so many rock-solid talents never even make it onto WWE's main roster. I mean, that would be ridiculous, right?